una máquina
deportiva y con swing. La factoría del deporte desde New York para ti es una máquina pensada para ti. Número uno en las redes, dale like y compartir. Con informaciones importantes siempre frescas y con entrevistas que te ponen de cabeza. Lo mejor del deporte lo encontrarás aquí. Búscale en las redes, dale like y compartir. Suscríbete, ahí sí, infórmate, ok. Dale a la campana para que te llegue.
Live now. Great. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the New Era Pinstripe Bowl pregame press conference. Today's game day, and we've reached the culmination of a fantastic week of New Era Pinstripe Bowl activities. Kickoff for today's matchup between Virginia Tech and Maryland is 2:15 p.m., with the game televised by ESPN and broadcast on ESPN Radio. As a reminder, the official website for the Pinstripe Bowl is www.pinstripebowl.com, and you can follow highlights of the day on social media via the handles @Yankees and @Pinstripe Bowl. Without further ado, let's meet the members of our dais. From left to right, Whit Babcock, Virginia Tech Director of Athletics. Tim Sands, Virginia Tech President. Randy Levine, New York Yankees President. Mark Holtzman, New Era Pinstripe Bowl Executive Director. Darrell Pines, University of Maryland President. And Damon Evans, University of Maryland Barry P. Gossett, Director of Athletics. We will hear first from the members of our dais, then take a few questions from media, time permitting. Let us begin with Yankees President, Randy Levine.
Thank you very much, Michael. And this is wonderful that we're actually here today, a few hours from game time. And I just want to start by thanking you, Tim, and thanking you, Darrell, for the most incredible staff, and Damon and Whit. Your entire organizations have been nothing but, on a scale of 1 to 10, 100 being sensational. As we all know, these are really trying times. The COVID is raging everywhere, and everybody had to be extraordinarily careful and safe because, as both institutions told me, and what we at the Yankees believe, is that the health and safety of the students and staff and everybody is the most important thing. But thanks to these universities and my phenomenal staff, Mark Holtzman, Emily Hamel, Johnny Mosley, Matt, and all of them, we were extraordinarily careful. We were extraordinarily communicative to make sure that this was done right. And the beautiful part of it is, as bowl games get canceled all over the country, we here in New York City did it right. You know, we at the Yankees, unfortunately, this has gone on for a long time, had a lot of experience in dealing with players and dealing with COVID. And we were fortunate enough to have two great teammates to share all our experiences to get us here today. So I just wanted to thank both institutions for the tremendous caring, sensitivity, and unbelievable competence to get us here today. So thank you, boys, both. It was terrific. So this is really exciting. Want to thank always, he's here in spirit, the boss, because this game is all about him. And I thought it was a really beautiful tribute that Virginia Tech, in light of the partnership we had years ago after that unspeakable, horrible tragedy, are going to honor us with the NY on your helmet. Thank you for that. And I hope the kids had a great time here. You know, Mark will tell you a little bit of what they did, but on behalf of the Steinbrenner family, we're so delighted that this game is going to happen. We are excited about it. Two great teams, and the players are excited about it. I want to thank New Era. They'll be here today. Chris will be here today to participate during the game. New Era is a phenomenal sponsor. So as I always say, we'll give you the actual attendance numbers. Very interesting. I want to thank Maryland and Virginia Tech because this was really strong attendance. And the game was a lot of buzz. it slowed down because, as you know, everywhere you go or you hear on TV, people are talking about COVID, and you know, people are taking precautions. But I think we're going to have over 30,000 people here today, based on the preseason pregame tickets and our distributions. We give a bunch of tickets to communities here in New York and not-for-profits, so kids can enjoy a day out, you know, in the holiday season. So again, I want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank everybody who put this game together in these very difficult circumstances. Thank the Big Ten and the ACC. They're great partners and have always been great partners. Let's have a great game, and we're excited, and thank ESPN. And let's get the kickoff. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Randy. Next, we'll hear from Whit Babcock.
Thank you. Yeah, on behalf of, excuse me, Virginia Tech and the ACC, we're certainly honored to walk and play on this field. It is certainly a competitive environment. We all want to win, but the chance for these young people to have a student-athlete experience in the greatest city in the world, it was first class all the way. That's an overused term, but the Yankees, when you can brand with a championship brand like that and New Era Cap Company, we couldn't be more proud to be a part of it. Really thankful to our players, coaches, Maryland, our medical staffs, all the sacrifices, but we hope to put on a good show, hope for safety with the players, and playing on the world's greatest field and ballpark. Thank you.
Thank you, Whit. Next, we'll hear from Tim Sands.
Yes, I'd like to add my thanks. This is a very significant moment for Virginia Tech, given our shared history that you alluded to. The tragedy in 2007 was followed by generosity from the Yankees organization and from the team, and Hokies will never forget that. I wasn't there in 2008 when the team came down to play the exhibition game in Blacksburg, but I heard about it immediately upon arriving at Virginia Tech, and I've always heard about it. Everybody talks who was there at the time about how meaningful that was. So this is a very special moment. It happens to be our sesquicentennial year. We're 150 years old, and this is our first time playing in the New Era Pinstripe Bowl. So lots of firsts, and we've got a couple 100,000 Hokies out there who are really excited to come to Yankee Stadium because of the meaning and because it's a great venue. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim. Next, we'll hear from Daryl Pines.
On behalf of the 400,000 University of Maryland alumni, our faculty, our staff, and our students, and of course our wonderful athletic program, we are actually honored to be here. Honored to be here. This is our first Pinstripe Bowl. I want to thank you, Randy and Mark, for your incredible first-class service and how you put on our organization. The Yankee organization, the New Era team, to invite the University of Maryland to the Pinstripe Bowl really was a world-class organization. And we would just want to thank you for inviting us. You know, sports is one of those things that bring universities together. And so we're really proud to be in the Big Ten. We were formerly in the ACC, but it brings our people together. It brings our university together. It brings our people to the wonderful city, New York City, world-class city, to exhibit our talent, to showcase to our alumni what the University of Maryland is all about. It's not about winning or losing. It's about really having these student athletes grow into young men, into great careers as they follow their sports activities. But obviously, it also allows us to bring our wonderful alumni together and our university together in one activity here at the Pinstripe Bowl. So we're very happy to be here. We thank you for inviting us, and go Terps.
Thank you, Daryl. Next, we'll hear from Damon Evans.
First and foremost, we are honored to be sitting on this stage with these distinguished gentlemen, and we're so grateful to the New Era Pinstripe Bowl. Randy and Mark, you guys have just simply been outstanding in the way that you've hosted this game. You're nothing but first class, and that's just how the Yankees do it. That's what you come to expect, and to be in this great city, the greatest city in the world, to have our student athletes participate and be a part of history is something that is so significant. I also want to say to Whit and President Sands, congratulations to you for your team's appearance in this great bowl game. We look forward to renewing an ACC rivalry, a regional rivalry that we've had in the past, but it's been nothing but great for us, our student athletes. The experience has been wonderful. The service has been outstanding. And when we leave this field today, we will create a lot of memories that our student athletes will be able to take with them and share with their sons and their daughters and their families for years to come. And that's because of all of you here. So we're excited, we're grateful, and can't wait till kickoff.
Damon, thank you very much. And last, we'll hear from Mark Holtzman, New Era Pinstripe Bowl Executive Director.
Thank you. This is now the 11th New Era Pinstripe Bowl, and every year we've faced different challenges. This year has certainly been unique. I want to first of all thank two people who are not here with us today. The chairman of our advisory board, Dr. Gene Budig, who passed away last year, was with us from the beginning for this game, and sage advice was very important to us in getting this game off the ground. And also Bob Mulcahy, who is with us. He's just the former Rutgers athletic director. He's not feeling well today, was unable to attend the game. I'm sure we'll be watching it, and is certainly here with us in spirit. And I wanted to acknowledge both of them. As Randy said, this has been an unprecedented year. And in these type of circumstances, you need even more to have certain partners that really are committed to being part of the game. And we couldn't be more proud of everyone up here. The incredible perseverance, determination, and spirit of partnership allowed this game to go on. Otherwise, it would have been very difficult. From the chancellors at the top to Damon and Whit, and then you have two great coaches. I got to know Coach JT really well, and also Coach Locks, just two terrific human beings, first and foremost. And they were committed to play this game, to do it right, and to make sure their kids stayed healthy. And then, of course, the players. We couldn't have done this without all the players. They took the necessary precautions. They realized what an important moment it was to play in this game. And look where we are. We're a few hours away from kickoff. And as all of you said, it's been a terrific week. We even last night got the Empire State Building to light up. We weren't sure if it was going to, it did happen. The building was lit up in the two-team colors. I got a number of calls about it this morning, and that was really great. And we did most of the things that we do every year. Obviously, because of the virus, we had to pass on certain group situations, but we took the kids to One World Observatory. We went to the 9/11 Memorial. We went to Lincoln Center for the comedy show. We did our visit to the Harmon store, which the kids always love every year. We took the VIP wives and their families to Tavern on the Green. Tavern on the Green is very special. Oh, we're sorry I couldn't have any snow on the ground there to even make it look more special, but that was fun. And then, of course, charity is also very important in giving back. And once again, we were involved with the Children's Pediatric Unit at Memorial Sloan Kettering, as well as the Kips Bay Boys and Girls Club, which both play an important role in us doing this game every year. And most of all, thank you. I want to thank all the fans from both Maryland and Virginia Tech. Most people are driving, so who are making the haul today to come here to watch this game. It's going to be a great day for football, perfect football weather, and I think it should be a great game. And ESPN, they're a great partner of ours. Thank you, ESPN. We're here for you. They had a few games canceled, but not us. So we've turned into a feature game. And then, of course, New Era. New Era has been with us from the start, right from the beginning. Chris Cook and his team, and we couldn't do it without any of them. So to both schools, chancellors, athletic directors, coaches, players, have a great game, and we're so glad to have you here.
I just want to add one thing that both schools need to be commended. I want to again thank the New York Stock Exchange, because yesterday the teams rang the closing bell and continued the unprecedented record of every time there's a Pinstripe Bowl and the teams line up and either ring the opening or closing bell, the market goes up as it did yesterday. And all of the great alumni, I'm still getting texts this morning because they're great alumni in the area. You know, like I said weeks ago, everybody knows someone who went to Maryland. I have a lot of friends from Virginia Tech, and a lot of them watched the market, and they were very thankful.
Mark, Randy, thank you very much. As a reminder to media, please use the raise hand function at the bottom of your screen to get into the queue to ask questions. We have time for a few, and we will begin with Brian Hoke from Yankees.com.
Hi, this question is for Randy. Randy, I just wanted to follow up on your reaction to seeing that interlocking NY on the Virginia Tech helmets, what you thought about that when they revealed it.
I saw it on Twitter last night, and I thought of George. I thought of the boss. I thought of that moment. I thought, what a beautiful tribute that he's looking down, being happy, because, again, it was done from the heart. Nobody asked them to do it. just like nobody asked him to do what he did. And it's a great honor. It's a great honor, and it really moved me.
Thank you.
We'll take the next one from John Schwartz from Yankees Magazine.
Hi, everyone. I know that you all alluded to it a little bit, but before we get to the actual football game, I'd love to know what kind of response you've heard from your players to the events around town this past week.
I guess I'll take that. It's been interesting. When you think of 9/11, a lot of the players that we have on our teams weren't born at that time. And so it was a great learning experience for them to go through that and see the emotions and how that shaped our country to where we are today. We've got a lot of positive feedback, the opportunity to go to a comedy show, but just to be in New York, to be in this great city, to be around so much during the holidays, it's just been a terrific experience for them. So I think they had a great time, but they're ready to play some football.
Thank you. We'll take the next one from Michael Ferrara.
My question is for Randy. Randy, some of these players, like you said, weren't alive, when they got to see the memorial. For them, from a learning experience, some of these kids may have never been to New York. What's the biggest accomplishment for, fans and for players to get that experience coming to New York?
Well, the most important thing is the student athletes, and why we think this bowl is such a great event is because we can offer things here in this city that nobody else in the world can, because this is the capital of the world. And you're not going to the beach, you're not getting a suntan here, although the weather's been pretty nice. But at the end of the day, we do things that nobody else can do. And everybody who's walked into that museum is moved. It's just phenomenal. You cannot be human and not be moved. And it's history. And it's always, when you're in college, that's what it's about, learning. And then you go from the museum to One World Observatory, which is about the future and seeing how New York has arisen from those great tragedies. And you look at the entire metropolitan area, and it's heartwarming. And it's something that kids don't forget. Nobody forgets. And so we try to do things. They went to Lincoln Center. They went to the stock exchange. Oh, they did it virtually this year, but the stock exchange, the memorial down there, places that are famous throughout the world that you can only have in New York City and nowhere else.
We can take a follow-up from John Schwartz.
Sorry, one more. I mean, I know that I just asked about all the events leading up to it, but now just to focus for 1 second on the game here, I'd love for, both schools just talk about what they're looking forward to over the next couple hours on the field.
We're looking forward to a great game. Certainly that. Maryland is a longtime rival, a lot of respect for them, but certainly as a reward for the young people, right? They've been at this full-time since July, and a chance to walk out here and play in Yankee Stadium. That's a big deal. It's a lot bigger deal than if it was at the NFL stadium here. This is the one and only, and for a bowl to just be a decade or so old, the Yankees in this bowl take a second seat to no one. So really excited to do it. Let's go see, and we'll be excited and stressed for a few hours, and then be thankful when it's all done. Thank you.
And we can take a final question for Terrell Ingram. Please unmute.
Hello to both of the staff. I just want to know what are some of the distractions that you guys think for both of your teams within this New York environment.
I couldn't hear it.
Terrell, can you repeat that? Terrell, you still with us? We'll try and get back to you. We'll go to Tyler Butler.
What he said is, how did your players respond to the New York environment?
Our players were really excited about the environment. They embraced it. They embraced the activities that were provided to them. I think it was just more about learning. You think of student athletes, and we always talk about, a lot of people focus on the sport, but the development of the young men that come through the program and how they grow as individuals from the first year that they get in. This is a part of that learning experience, to come to a city like New York, to take in the sights, to take in history, to understand the resiliency of this city and what it's been through. It's been really terrific for our student athletes. And as I stated before, the memories that they will take away from this bowl will be ones that they can share with their loved ones in the future.
We can take a final question from Tyler Butler.
Hey, thank you for taking my question. This question is kind of for both coaches. What was the initial reaction like from the players when they found out they was going to be playing inside Yankee Stadium?
I think the ADs could probably take this one.
Well, you know what? I was going to crown myself a coach, but I'm going to stay in my AD chair so I don't have all that pressure. But
you always wanted to be a coach.
I couldn't rise to those ranks. But for these players to be playing in Yankee Stadium is just simply remarkable. You think about when you have a chance to play college sports at the highest level in some of the venues that you get to play in and the memories that you take away. There aren't too many times that you get to play in Yankee Stadium, especially in the sport of football. So I know it's very, very exciting for our student athletes and the opportunity that it presents, and that I'm hopeful they'll go out and we'll have a very competitive game today.
Yeah, our guys were the same. They cheered. You know, we had a chance to be bowl eligible and beat our rival in Virginia, and then to turn around the next day and have this opportunity. They were thrilled. Yeah. And anybody that's ever played sports, you know, the chance to walk through a professional clubhouse of the world's leading athletic brand and walk through the dugout, in this case, just fabulous all around. But they were thrilled, and I hope we have the opportunity to come back.
Randy, if I can kick it back to you for some final comments, and if anyone else has anything else to add, please feel free.
Thank you. And again, deepest gratitude to both schools. I mean, deepest gratitude. You guys were just fabulous. I hope you come back. When you're playing, if you're not playing and you're in New York, you're now part of the family. You're always welcome here to watch the Yankees, to watch New York City Football Club and everybody else who plays here. And, you know, Yankee Stadium, back to the great Notre Dame teams and the greatest game ever, the NFL teams. We have a great football history. And today we're going to make more history. So thank you for everything you did. And thank you for all being here. Thank you.
Everyone on the dais, thank you very much. Media on Zoom, thank you very much. This concludes the pregame press conference. Everyone, good luck today and enjoy yourselves. Again, ESPN and ESPN Radio, kickoff is at 2:15 and information can be found at www.pinstripebowl.com.
Entra ahora y entérate de todo en cuanto ocurre en el ámbito deportivo nacional e internacional. www.lamaquinadeportiva.com